So still in the middle of going through my Dream 100 campaign, and I've ran out of emails of people that I can actually email directly. I haven't gotten any responses back from that yet, but I'm still not discouraged because, as those who Dream 100 know, you have to go through your whole 100, and you may only get a couple responses and one signed deal with somebody with the outcome that you're looking for, but that one deal can make or break your business. So it's just good to keep pushing forward, and in doing so I'm finding that I was using the Sales Rocks Chrome extension, and it gave me some decent information on a number of companies, but as you can see here in yellow, I have a lot that it didn't pull any names or positions, emails, anything for. So I'm kind of left in the dark there. So I was curious on another way that I could try and find at least a name, even if I have to go through a website contact form. I still want to be able to address somebody that is relevant to what you know somebody that I need to talk to, a decision maker within the company. So um, I was thinking, since Sales Rocks kind of pulls from LinkedIn, that it wouldn't do any good to do LinkedIn searches. But I did find on Nook, which makes baby bottles and pacifiers and that kind of thing, I did find that just a search on LinkedIn did well. So I just wanted to make this video so I could see how we can do with another one. So I already looked up CodeSpark, which is what is this one. If you look up the company and you find their page, you can then go to people, and it comes up with 22 employees that listed that they work for CodeSpark. Um, what I found was this is the director of growth, which may be good to contact for getting sponsored content, but it says they're the director of growth at Begin, and I'm looking for CodeSpark, so not really sure why that was on there. So going through more people, gameplay programmer doesn't really fit. I wouldn't contact them. The co-founder wouldn't be the first person I would contact, but a possibility. They're likely probably not to answer the email because it's not really their job. They have marketing departments usually, at least in bigger companies, that can do this. That we should be contacting: design officer, head of curriculum. Um, what I found when I did this search earlier was something interesting. So Grant Hosford here is the GM for Homer and CodeSpark at Begin. So I clicked into this to kind of see what was going on with this Begin, and just going down to his work experience, I can see that Begin is the name of the company that owns Homer and CodeSpark. So knowing that, I'm probably not going to contact the GM, but I can go back to this growth marketer if I want, because they're the head of growth at Begin that owns CodeSpark. So that may be a good place to go. It may also get me sponsored content deals within Homer or whatever other brands that they happen to own, since this is part of the parent company. So that might be what I want to add to my Dream 100 software to roll out my plan. So just looking through anybody else to make sure that they don't make sense. Anybody that may have to do with actual content would be preferable. Here we have the director of marketing, which would probably also be a good one. Um, doesn't look like her profile is super filled out, though. Usually they have at least a cover photo or something. Um, I think I'm going to stick with her since it's actually the CodeSpark brand, and she is the actual director of marketing. If that doesn't work, I'll follow up with, I'll follow up with Christina a couple times to see if she, gets my emails and is interested in sponsored content. If not, there's that whole list of other people I can reach out to. Next would probably be the director of growth at Begin. So just going to add Christina to my software real quick. That way I have all of her information and can at least use her name to reach out at a later point in time through their contact form on their website, which is awesome because it's better than just sending a random message. They might, whoever's on the end of that might not know who to direct that to. So, being able to direct it to somebody, knowing their title, a huge advantage in all of this. And I also like to save the LinkedIn. Another cool thing about LinkedIn is most people have photos, so you will be able to pull their photo as well. Not necessary, but it's kind of nice to have a face to the name, especially within a software. It kind of makes them stand out a little more than just, the standard profile photo. So I'm going to add Christina's LinkedIn address. So now if I ever want to get back to her information, I can just quickly click into LinkedIn right from my CRM here. And now, as I said, my process is likely going to be actually going to CodeSpark, finding their contact form. If they have one, contact us. So they have an email. So I could send an email with my script in it straight to this email and then address it straight to Christina. So I'm actually going to add this in my software too. So I have it for later. And that's just, like I said, their general support email, but they can redirect it knowing that I'm trying to contact Kristen. Otherwise, they might not, care to direct it to the right department if they don't know where to send it right away. I know I've done this in some of my other videos, but it's just real quick to put in your objectives. I already have a preloaded checklist on what I need to do to try and get a sponsored content deal with this person. And then again, once I do do the outreach, I can also add a note saying that I've done so. I usually like to put the date, but just real quick, I can pick the script that I want. I already have a set script. And then just as easy as that, I'm able to paste that in. And then I can say, I can either say, hey, Christina, or I would, in this case, probably since it's not directly to their personal email, I would say, whoops, this message is intended for Christina Hom. That way they know to automatically redirect it to her. I just wanted to say that we love the idea of teaching kids to code and that we love working with brands such as yours. We have a sentence here explaining who I am, who I'm with, and brands that we've worked with to kind of up our credibility there. Kind of giving them suggestions on what they can suggest to us for content. And then we handpick them because we recently got accepted to their affiliate program. And we're wondering if we could benefit, I'd say mutually benefit from a deeper business relationship. And then let me know if you have any questions or what questions you have or ideas for content together. Can't wait to hear from you. Um, for a subject, something that may stand out from other people of, hey, you need a backlink, or hey, we need a backlink. Or it's got to be about them or they're not going to care. I can't say I need sponsored content suggestions from you and some money. I mean, they don't care. um, we love CodeSpark and want to work with you. So I guess that is a little bit about them. I could take a little bit of time to make a better headline. So probably something like "We love CodeSpark and want to spread the word." That way, it's basically like wanting to work with you, but it's again directing it back towards them. So I'm going to go ahead and send this. I got the wrong email. It's got to come from my Mommy Bear email because that's the company that we are coming from. And I'm going to send. And just as easy as that, the message is sent. And I'm going to come back into the software, bring up Christina, go to my objectives, and check that off, and just write a note for myself. Initial contact made 1-6. So easy, quick, and now I have all of her information here in my Dream 100 CRM software in order to follow up later. So I'll know that when I come back here that next week, although that I reached out on Thursday, 1-6, and that I know by like next Thursday I should do a follow up, which I could also will probably be writing follow up scripts that I can easily click in here and just slightly customize and send to people. So yeah, makes it very easy to be able to reach out to people and kind of collect everybody. One thing I did forget was my tag. So now when I want to make sure that I'm doing my campaign for Mommy Bear affiliate partners, I just have everybody under this tag. So very easy, very simple. As always, keep funneling.